If you're looking to generate the highest quality pre-qualified leads for your business, then you're definitely in the right place. You might have spent a lot of money on SEO and S.A.M, but don't worry about that because there's a new kid in town and his name is S.A.M. And this is a real game changer for 2023. It's a totally different way to generate leads. I promise what I'm about to share with you, you have never heard before and your competitors have no idea how to do it. So this will give you the competitive edge right off the bat. So I do have a warning. Once you hear how S.A.M works, I promise you're never going to waste your advertising dollars on advertising any of the old ways ever again. So I'm going to just take a couple minutes and go through the key things that make S.A.M unique and the 3 steps that you can use to generate pre-qualified, high quality, the highest quality leads and appointments for your business. So traditionally, when you advertise, the first thing you do is decide on an audience. And you can do this usually through a couple of general behaviors, like on Facebook and Google. Are they a homeowner? What's their age bracket? Are they married, male or female? So that gives you a broad idea of who you're spending your advertising dollars on. With S.A.M, we do things completely different. So the S in S.A.M actually stands for satellite. And we actually tap into 24 satellites up in the sky run by the US Space Force to curate custom audiences for you based on 1,500 KDPs, and that stands for key data points. How do we do that? Well, we all know that when you go online with Google, it tracks everywhere you go. So if you look up some Nikes sneakers, everywhere you go, you're gonna see other Nikes or other sneakers. But did you know we can also track where you go physically? And that's being done right now. The satellites that I'm talking about know exactly where you are. And that's because of this one thing that you have. Okay, you've heard of GPS. Do you know what that stands for? Global Positioning System. So everyone who's carrying their phone, who has their location on, which is 99% of everybody, the satellites know exactly where you are, and they collect this data to track your behavior. Like, let's say you go into the pet store, you probably own a pet. If you go to the vet, you probably own a pet. But if you go to the groomer, then that means that pet is most likely a dog. So let's advertise dog food to you. And that's just a quick, it's much more complicated than that, but that's just a key differentiation that we can track everywhere you go, online and physically as well. So what does that do for you as a business owner? We can really dig in with those 1,500 key data points and have a lot of details for you as to who you're going to choose, the criteria of who you want to spend your money advertising to. So the first step of our process is A, would you like to advertise based on some general criteria like male, female, age bracket? Or would you like to be able to tap into the power of the satellites and these 1,500 key data points so we can pinpoint, like granularly pinpoint exactly who is your ideal buyer and spend your advertising dollars reaching that person with great frequency? And we'll get into that more in a minute. And this will just be a couple of minutes to go quickly over these 3 steps. And then I'm going to give you a special hotline, a number that you can call if you want some more information. So step 2 in S.A.M is addressable households. So the next thing, once you have your audience, you need to decide where you're going to target them. So traditionally, you can do that usually by saying, well, I'd like to do the city of Austin or whatever your location is, or you can even do zip codes usually. So you can pick a couple of zip codes if you don't want to do the whole city. And then it'll pinpoint sort of a radius around that so that your ads are going to go out, whether it's Facebook or PPC, inside this radius that you've determined. So that's it's a great way to target an audience, but it's also a little bit broad. So what we do with S.A.M is something, again, the artificial intelligence that's involved does these things within seconds, and it's amazing what they do. So we're going to take the audience that we curated based on those 1,500 key data points for your absolute ideal customer who meets all your criteria in great detail, like they've got excellent credit, they've owned their home for a certain amount of years, whatever it is. We have 1,500 things for you to choose from to just go ahead and tell us what you're looking for. And we will find those exact people and put them in a bundle and that's your audience. Okay, so now we're going to match that with your geographic location. So for example, let's say it's Austin. Let's say you're a roofer and you want to advertise in Austin, but there's a particular neighborhood that you want to advertise, or you only want the bigger houses with a certain amount of square footage. What SAM is actually going to do is take all the people that met your criteria in your audience, and then they're going to say, okay, City of Austin, let's find all those people again, because we know where they are, and let's put what we call a virtual geofence, a little fence around their house. Okay, so we're going to go literally, SAM is going to go door to door through an entire neighborhood within seconds, and it's going to say, here's someone in your audience, put a geofence around them. They're just renters, skip that house. They have terrible credit, skip that house. Here's another person that's ideal, put a geofence around them. Everyone who has a geofence is going to instantly start seeing your ads on every single device inside that house. So whether it's a desktop, laptop, phone, or tablet, there you are on all their devices, because your house is now targeted. Okay, so we can literally save so much of your money advertising to only the individual houses. We can geofence down to 25 feet. That's how specific we can go, literally house to house. And we could do that in an entire city. We could do that in Manhattan. We can do that in a campaign for 100 people, 100 geofences, up to 1 million geofences per campaign. So we find the ideal customer that meets all your criteria. Then we geofence where they live, and we target that individual household, skipping everyone around them who doesn't meet all your criteria. So we're only spending money on the ideal exact people. I'm telling you, there is nothing except SAM that can do this for you the way that I'm explaining. And your competitors isn't going to know what hit them, because they're going to have no idea how you're targeting these people that are all the perfect people for you. And then step 3 in SAM is multi-network marketing. Okay, so satellite, that's how we track them to get their 1,500 ideal data points. And then addressable geofencing, we geofence the address of those people who met your criteria. So that tells SAM, okay, this is who we're going to advertise to. And then we're going to advertise through a multi-channel network. And I'll explain that difference to you. The average person spends 8 hours a day online. That's a lot of time, right? We're 8 hours online. We're less than 1 hour on Facebook and Google combined. And those are the top 2 places where people are promoting their business and advertising. So you're missing out on 7 hours of screen time with those individuals if you're locked into just 1 or 2 platforms. So what SAM does is we say, okay, it doesn't matter where you advertise. It doesn't. It matters where those ideal prospects are online, right? So we literally have access to over 800 popular apps and millions of websites. So let me give you an example. Let's say your ideal customer who lives in this house, so we geofence it, and this house is getting your ads up to 20 times a day, very high frequency. That's very important to condense the time of having them learn about you to want to do business with you. We've got to have high frequency. So we're going in this multi-channel network. So let's say the husband comes home and he wants to check the sports. He goes to ESPN.com. There you are. Let's say the wife loves gardening, so she goes to a website about gardening. That's where she is. She's your ideal customer. So that's where your ad needs to be. Your ad is there. It's right there on the gardening site. Let's say they want to check the weather. They go on to a weather site on their phone. There's your ad. Everywhere those devices go online, our software, artificial intelligence, within seconds, places your ad right where almost at the same time they're deciding I'm going to go, because when that page opens, there's your ad. It's like unbelievable how fast this happens. It's like nanoseconds, and your ad is there wherever they go, on their computer, their tablet, or their cell phone, or their desktop. So super cool. So I've gone really fast because I want to respect your time, but I want you to see the old way. Let me just ask you 3 questions. Would you rather put your audience together based on general behaviors like male, female, age bracket, or would you like to go granular to get the ideal exact customer with excellent credit, this net worth, multiple properties, this square footage home, with 1,500 data points that we pull out of a satellite? A or B? A, the old way, or B, definitely want the ideal customer if I'm going to spend my money, right? Okay. So, and then 2, would you rather reach them by general radius and zip code, or would you rather geofence each individual house, skipping all the houses with bad credit or unemployed or renters? We can do that. We'll just hit those houses with your ideal audience living in them. And then 3, would you rather, out of 8 hours online, reach them just 1 hour because you're on 1 or 2 platforms, or would you rather reach them 8 hours everywhere they are on every single website, app, wherever they go on all their devices? A or B? So if you answered B, hopefully you answered B to all 3, but if you answered B to at least 1, then we definitely want to talk to you and find out more about your business and see if we can help you. It's exclusive. All of our leads go just to you, and we only work with 1 person in your category in each area. Of course, because we've got the satellite working for you, then we can't have the satellite working for your competition. So we definitely would love to talk to you. What we've done is we set up a special hotline for the people who watch this video and say, wow, yeah, I get it. 2003, you know, technology and artificial intelligence is just literally out of this world what we could do. And if you're doing things the old way, it's like a dinosaur these days. We want to move you right into 2023 and get you getting these unbelievably specific, high quality leads and appointments right away. So our hotline is 203-752-8189. Again, that's 203-752-8189. So what I want you to do is text that number and just type call me. And one of our experts in geofencing and our technology through S.A.M will get in touch with you right away. Now, again, that's 203-752-8189, and just text call me, and that'll let us know that you watched this video and you have some questions or you want a little more information. The other thing you can do is, if you're watching this on our website, which is mediaworks.digital, you can click the book a call button anywhere on the page, and you can actually set up an appointment, and one of our experts will call you at that time. If you're watching this on YouTube, there should be a link in the description below. Also, you could go to mediaworks.digital and click book a call. So we really want to talk to you and learn more about your business, and hopefully we'll be able to help you generate a lot of new leads this year with S.A.M, the hottest technology out there. I promise you, there's nothing out there that can do what S.A.M can do. And I know I went real quick, but I just wanted to get the 3 steps out so you could see the difference between the old way and the S.A.M way, and get started with S.A.M as soon as you can. Thanks so much, and we look forward to speaking with you. Go ahead and text 203-752-8189 and just type call me, and one of our experts will get on the phone and answer any questions and give you some more details on how we can get the highest quality leads and appointments for your business. Talk to you soon.